Get the club to pop when I come up with the crop. Gotta love it or not. I'm hot from the hop to the club spot. Get the club to pop when I come up with the club spot. Get the club to pop when I come up with the club spot. Get the club to pop when I come up with the club spot. Get the club to pop when I come up with everybody. We do it. Everybody. We do it.
Royals. You guys have no idea. Some of you know, but you guys have no idea. Motherfucker slept on. This fool's gonna be so sick tonight. What is good, everybody? It's your boy MJ in the motherfucking building. Make sure my mic's there where it needs to be. I always get so excited before these shows, bro. You guys already see it. I'm not putting on a show. Well, I am, but this is just fucking me being excited. Shout out to all the early birds. All the early birds in the building. You guys fucking tuned in pretty early as fuck as per usual. So I definitely want to say what up to everyone who tunes in. Plain and simple. It's just your first time tuning in to Trap Talk with MJ. Do your boy a solid. Hit the subscription button. It's free. I swear to God, it's free. Hit the subscription button. Like, dislike, leave a comment after the show because you can actually get a chance to win yourself some stickers. Trap Talk podcast stickers. Hella out. I got some unfiltered podcast stickers left, which I'm dropping on unfiltered comments, but Mac Lorenzo was my winner from last week, I think. So Mac, I got your stickers. Don't even trip. I had to order more. You know, Michigan. Yep, Michigan. Fucking just tapped me out. Man, last week was sick. If any of you guys follow me on Instagram, you guys know I had a fucking wild ass week last week. Went to Reptile. Fucking besties, dude. Yeah, I said besties, dude. I love them. Desiree Minot and Stephen Cush. Got to hang out at their fucking farm for, a few days. And Fucking saw the sickest animals ever. Just got the whole crocs, alligators, you name it. Just so dreamy, dude. Love that place. Love Steven. Love Desiree. Thanks for taking care of me. And then I went over to Michigan, hopped on Noah Barczyk's and Brian Barczyk's podcast, checking in. Make sure you guys go check that out. Had a fucking good time. That podcast room is so next level. And, you know, shout out to Brian Cusco. Brian Cusco was there too. And I remember, so me and Brian, right, like before, you know, we were kind of like getting loose before the show, right? And I'm just like, Brian, come on, let's go smoke. Come on, you're going to come smoke. He's like, all right, come on. You know, Brian's down. You know, Brian's just a down individual. So he came to the side and we sat down, and I just love Brian Cusco, man. Because he's just so, oh, man, I don't want to get into it, but that guy is just something else. But, you know, we're sitting there before we go live and sitting outside. He hits a fucking pretty big drag. I'm like, all right, you know, and I was like, it's sativa, you know, it's going to get you excited for sure. And literally minutes after that, I'm on the phone and I hear, this is what I hear. Okay. I hear, and I'm like, and I'm on the phone. I turn around and it's Cusco literally doing karate. He's doing kicks and he jumps off the wall. And I'm like, fuck, this fool's like, he has his inner child in him right now. And it was so fucking funny. Of course, I was by myself with him and only I know that visual. And it was fucking comical. Cusco, thank you so much. That trip was epic. You made it just as much, you know, you probably made it even more fun for sure, hands down. And I love you, Cusco. You guys go check out that interview. I'm telling you right now, it's one not to miss because it's sick. 3 hours deep with Brian, and I got 2 hours deep with Noah and whatnot, man. So, and then you guys already know what's good with the sponsors, man. www.coldblooded cafe for the freshest and bestest to your doorstep. Fuck, $30 flat rate shipping. The day one pinks all the way to the shell. I'll say it right one day. The whale shark fucking rats. Okay. I need to stop saying that because they're not even out yet, but I'm just excited to see them. So you guys got eggs, put them inside a sim box. I'm telling you right now, that high percentage rate of, you know, having hatchlings hatch are inside a sim box. It's fucking, it's proven. Shout out to Aussie Boys, my boy, my sponsor. I'm so fucking sick to have this dude as a homie and as a sponsor. He's just fucking, it's Aussie Boys. What else should I say? Shout out to Freedom Breeder, my sponsor, Freedom Breeder and Cocoa Blocks. Those guys are so legit as fuck. Make sure you guys put the right stuff. If you're using that substrate, make sure you put in the fucking, you know, you make sure you're using the right brand for it. And that's Cocoa Blocks, man. They sell by the pallets and they're sick as fuck. Cocoa Blocks, super sick tonight. By the way, guys, tonight, I got super sick. No, I'm not going to say super sick. There I go being over dramatic. I got like a head cold, right? It's not Corona. Even though low-key, I was talking to Stephen Cush and I was like, you know, I was told by both Brians that thumbnails are everything. Clickbaits are everything. So I was going to just kind of pretend like I had Corona, even though I get tested Saturday, but I don't feel like I have it. I was going to hella pretend like I was the first guy to ever do a podcast with Corona, and it sounded great, but I don't cap. You know, it is what it is. I don't know if I have Corona, but if I do, you guys will know after this, and then we could be like, damn, holy shit, MJ did a fucking episode on Corona, and then that would be sick, right? But no matter what, this episode's gonna be so sick. This dude Josh right here, man, he's definitely not a noob in any way. I've seen his work from coming into the game, and it's professional shit. Thing is, he's not Mr. fucking, you know, he's not a Miguel, or he's not fucking, you know, or who I am, who puts his face out there all the time and pushes social media like a lot of us do, actually, you know, other than, you know, me and Miguel. But there's a lot of us out there who push it hard. But this guy right here, I'm so stoked to have on because this guy has heat. He has super heat. His service is pretty good. I think we're good. His Wi-Fi was shit, and then we found out that his actual cell phone service is where it's at. I'm waiting for him to sit down and adjusted because I'm about to bring in this dog right here, Josh Jensen from J Royals Python. What's up, J Royals? How you doing,
What's
baby?
Up, baby? I'm doing great.
I'm glad you're here, dog.
Yeah, I'm good.
How's everything? You're in Florida, right? You're live from Florida right now, right?
It's hot as hell. Hot, it's humid, and that's it.
All right. Now that's good for the snakes at least. But Josh, real quick, man, for people who I mean, it's pretty well known you work with ball pythons, right? So, but how long have you been established as J Royals for now?
I came up with that name, J Royals, in I think it was 2014 or 15.
2014. Okay.
I think that's when I actually came up with the name for that. That was my, just like Ozzy, that was my, like my little handle or screen name on the Bush League.
Okay.
And then I just went with that.
What's the Bush League, if you don't mind? I don't know what the Bush League is.
The Bush League was the BLBC. It was the forum website back in 2009, and then diminished around 2014 with the Facebook and shit like that taking over ball python shit.
Damn, so some serious OG shit, like prior. This is way pre Facebook or Instagram, which is pretty. I respect that shit, man, and that's what's awesome. I knew your track history goes back that far. So let's go back a little further. How long have you been working with ball pythons for? How long has this been a thing for you?
Oh man, well, I mean, I had my first ball python when I was probably like 13 or 14, with some Burmese and some other things, probably in the late 90s. Of course, I couldn't afford any morphs, and no one really knew what they were. And I was in and out buying snakes, living a different life, not really, trying to breed anything. But in 2006, I really became obsessed with ball pythons, and I was at the Ralph Davis page, and looking at Nerd every day, going to the Ralph Davis clutch record and hit refresh, and then wake up and hit refresh, and then an hour later hit refresh.
Damn.
And I think it was the end of 2009 where I said, I'm gonna start buying these things. So I bought my first ball python with the plans to breed in the end of 2009.
Dude, Ralph,
I bought a bumblebee. I went all in, big money, $600 bumblebee, baby, male too, exactly what you're supposed to do.
Damn. So a male bumblebee in what year? 2006. I'm sorry. What year was this?
2009, 2010, 650.
Now dropping $600. That was the biggest purchase ever on a snake, right?
Yeah.
Is that
Still
it?
got him.
Wow, that's player.
Still got him.
Respect. I love that.
He ain't going nowhere.
That's hard. Now that was the biggest purchase at that point. That was your first, like, fuck, here's my investment, $600.
Yeah, I mean, people thought I was crazy when I was 15 and I spent $200 on an albino Burmese. That you get the money, cut the grass, get a little job. But yeah,
right.
650 sounded nuts. And at that time, I didn't think I would ever spend, and I didn't even spend 650. I think I only bought that male for like 400, but most of them were around 650 at the time. And that was way beyond what, I shouldn't have got a male first, but it was a bumblebee, and I've always wanted one,
Right. Yeah, I could tell you right now, Bumblebee is one of the fucking first thing that blew my mind when I first got in it. I mean, I only got in it in 2016. That's when I started looking at morphs, but fuck, Bumblebee, I'll never forget Bumblebee, man. That's that thing really, I didn't think it got any better than that. I remember when I first saw Bumblebee, I'm like, well, that's has to be the coolest thing ever. Wrong.
Yeah. But it set it off.
Dude, fucking
it helped set off the whole hobby. It was the first combo.
Right. So the Bumblebee led to what? Let's say you got the Bumblebee, and then do you recall what that led into as far as projects or,
The Bumblebee led to, 3 normal females and a pastel and a cinnamon and a black pastel and a lesser. And, at the time when you make, 300, 400 a week and you don't have any extra money, you drive without car insurance, you eat ramen noodles, and you buy what you can.
Yeah, you make it work. I mean, it's crazy you say that because fuck, dude, like, man, I came from quick money. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm from San Diego. There's hustles. There's way to make quick money. And then that was just a lifestyle I didn't want to live no more. Got into snakes, and snakes obviously cost money, especially the fucking shit the shit you start dabbling into, right? But I mean, I just remember, like you said, there were sacrifices I made to get fucking snakes. Like, I'm talking about, I went from like having a social life to no social life, and everything was all about snakes. And if I had, it was wild, bro. If I had to just eat fucking like burrito, like, bean and cheese burritos for the week, it is what it is. Like, I just made it happen. People look at my collection thinking I'm a baller or shit, and I'm not. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not a baller. Like, I just figured shit out, and things just land in your lap. You know what I mean? If you're really meant for shit. But oh man, so the Bumblebee, when did breeding become something that you were like, all right, like, you started doing? Like, when did breeding start happening for you? At what year?
Well, I paired that bumblebee. I think it was 2012 or 20. I hatched my first clutch in 2013. Actually, I did not hatch it because I cut them. They didn't hatch. I just cut them and opened them. So yeah, nah, that was my first year producing ball pythons.
And you said you didn't let them hatch, you just cut them open?
Yeah, back then that's what we all did, right?
At what day? What day was this? Like, was it like a certain day where you cut them open?
52, 55. You know, it was my first year. I don't know what I'm doing.
Wait, so you don't cut now? Now you just let that shit happen on its own?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. I cut like a motherfucker, bro.
I'm a grown-ass man, son.
Damn, so I'm a child for cutting?
I'm just fucking with you, man.
Damn, no, that ain't what it is. Respect, bro. I'm talking to an OG.
Nah,
right now.
I'm just stabbing. We can have fun.
No, hell no, all day. But really, you're against cutting.
No. I think everyone kind of has like a line they'll draw in the sand of morality, right? So we can sit here and cry about cutting and not cutting. A vegan comes in here and slaps us both for taking these animals out the wild.
100%. Either way. True.
Either way, what the fuck are we talking about?
Yeah, that's true. Facts on that. No matter what you do, there's somebody out here just want to rip these things out of our hands. So can't even argue that. All right, man. So back to the breeding projects and shit, man. Oh, man, I gotta say, Josh, I mean, like I said, I haven't been in it too long, but your account has stuck in my head since I came across it at least a couple years ago, right? And your presentation, man, your fucking flooring, your cages, professional as fuck. And that's what stands out to me, man. And I have to say, good job on that. But at what point did it get to that level? Like because buying those racks aren't cheap. You know what I mean? That's some good racks. So, and that's a whole nother investment. So at what point were you able to invest in shit like that and get where you're at right now with what you have?
That would be when I discovered my own gene and sold that one. So the acid gene is all of this. The acid gene is in that floor. It's in all these racks. It's in this shirt. It's in everything.
Are we going to talk about it already? I mean, we ought as well. I don't give a fuck.
And you asked.
Yeah. Dude, okay, real quick.
That's all I got.
The acid, bro. This motherfucker created the acid gene. That is so savage. Which we're gonna have to dig deep about this acid gene and whatnot. So, how we feel memory wise? Are we able to start from the fucking chapter 1 on this acid gene on how you discovered it and whatnot? Because I gotta know, because this shit's in a clown. So you've been doing this. Acid's been around from what I've seen. So tell me.
Yeah, I remember everything. What do you want to know? Everything from the beginning.
Where'd it come from?
A place called kingsnake.com.
Okay, so what were the intentions? How'd it happen? Let's start from the beginning. You went to kingsnake.com.
Right, so remember I bought the bumblebee. I bought the normals and the cinnamons and shit. And I was like, hey, I'm gonna breed my bumblebee to my lesser, and I'm gonna make queen bees that are $3,500 because that's what they're listed at. And then of course, by the time my lesser is up to size, I'm like, something needs to change here. I need to either somehow invest money, or I need to somehow find a new gene. There's only 2 real ways to really make it, and that's either start with a ton of money or start with something that's worth a ton of money. So since I ain't got no money, I went on I became like a crackhead looking for dinkers and more. And I became really affiliated with all the other little dinkers that never proved out and all the little deformities that make something look different. And I downloaded every picture I could find of anything that looked strange. And I just kept going to every single site I could go to and search dinker or captive hatch or, whatever they call them, And then one night at midnight, around maybe 1:30, I saw an ad on Kingsnake that had only been up for about 1 or 2 hours. And he was selling his whole collection. It was like a couple head hypos, 3 dinkers. Kingsnake gives you 3 pictures. I saw 1 picture and I was like, I've never seen anything like that before. I don't care if it proves out. I don't care. I don't care. I'm getting that snake and I'm going to see what happens. And I called that guy and I bought that snake that day and quarantined it. And I looked at it. I thought it was amazing. And I was like, man, why did you sell this to me? How did you even get this? And he said it was imported from Africa. And I'm like, well, why did you sell it to me? He's like, well, it doesn't eat, it doesn't breed. Came to my house, slammed 3 rats, locked up with an albino. 2014 with my first acid clutch. I proved it out by breeding it to an albino. At that point, I thought money was going to fall from the ceiling. No money came down. Nobody gave a fuck. Nobody was going to break out any money.
Well, okay, what year was this? I'm sorry. What year was this again?
This is 2014. And at this time, MJ, man, I don't even have a Facebook account. I don't have a Facebook. I don't have an Instagram. I don't even think I've made an account on the forums.
I don't even remember. When did Facebook really start? Do you recall? Do you remember when you got a? I mean, I think I was like.
I deleted my MySpace page in 2006, and I never looked back until I realized that I needed to join this Facebook thing to get people to see more of this acid thing.
Right.
So I created my Facebook probably in like 2014 or 15 or 16. I don't know. Maybe even 16. 14, I proved out the acid.
Okay.
And I went to Daytona. Right. I go to Daytona. What do? I got the new gene in a little case. I know who to talk to. I know who I'm walking up to. I'm on my way to Greg Graziani's table, and I see Mark Bailey. And I'm like, well, let's see what Mark Bailey says. So I go up to Mark Bailey, who I've bought snakes from before, cheap ones, of course.
Right.
And I go, Mark, check this out. And he goes, wow. And I go, yeah, it's a new thing I just hatched out. You know, what do you think I should do with it? And he goes, well, you need to figure it out. You need to prove it. You need to see if there's a super. You need to market it. And I'm like, well, how much is it worth? He's like, well, you can't sell it. I'm like, well, what if I needed to sell it? Or what if I do? What do you think it's worth? He's like, well, it's worth no less than 20 grand. And I said, is that for a male or a female? And then he looked at me like I was fucking crazy. And he said, don't you ever sell a male. And at that point, I knew that was it. That's all I needed to hear. And then I went to Greg Graziani. He said, yeah, that's not a leopard. That's something new. Congratulations. Went to a couple other guys. And then that was it. And then they wanted to see more. Everybody wanted to see more. They didn't want to buy the new gene by itself. They couldn't just look at it and be like, hey, that's it. That's amazing. Let's buy it. They were more like, what is it going to do? What is it going to do? What, you know? So 2015, I tried to breed it to like a spinner blast or some other nonsense. The original male pulled a hemipene.
Oh, shit.
I resulted in 2 acid clutches. I got the acid lesser and the acid black pastel in 2015. At that point, after not really receiving nobody returned any emails. The only person that ever returned an email from me was JKR. And this was in 2014. I offered JKR an acid male for $25,000. And he was more along the lines of, I'm more of a diamond in a rough guy. I'm not going to invest all that money in this new thing. Nobody even really knows who you are. We don't know what it's going to do kind of thing. I don't really know. And he kind of passed on it. And at that point, after not getting any emails back from, and in a way, some of the people who I emailed, I'm glad they never got back to me. It worked out fucking perfect. But I had to, you know, work at it a couple more years. And then 2016, that was when I had my offspring up to size. I was able to produce, you know, 16 clutches and hit a whole array of combos. And that's when my phone hasn't stopped ringing since.
This is some of it, right? Am I tripping?
Yes.
All right. Let's talk about this snake real quick. What's all at play in this snake right here?
That's just a 4-banger. That's just a acid pastel spot nose yellow belly. Looks fucking amazing for that, you know.
It's nuts
for what it is.
It almost, you know what it looks? It looks like it almost looks like a I mean, I don't want to say like a monsoon, but it gives me that vibe. But it's on a different level. Like, I don't know. It just, those patterns are just fucking nuts, bro.
Yeah, I love the monsoon. I'm trying to get to that monsoon level. I don't know if it's reachable without monsoon, but I'll get a monsoon. I'm gonna wait for Dave to let out that monsoon het candy, and then I'm gonna drop the money on that.
So, acid, you have acid in clown at this point. Like, when was this hatched?
Well, it wasn't until last year. I only hatched the acid in 2019, acid black pastel clown. We didn't hit any acid clowns last year. This was my first year making just a regular acid clown.
Wow. And was this a male or female?
That one, I honestly don't know the sex of that one. I got 2 of them here. One, somebody bought the male.
Wow.
I don't even think he's shown the pictures yet. He's just creeping in the background. Everybody knows who he is, though.
Man, and then I think this is another clown that has it. Am I tripping?
Oh, yeah.
That thing's nuts, bro. Like, this thing is next level right here.
Yeah, and I don't even like pewter. And that's my favorite pewter combo ever seen.
Bro, pewter, you can make pewter sick if you know what the fuck you're doing. You know what I mean? And this is a clear example on what something sick with pewter looks like. Now,
she's had hypo. We're keeping her.
Wow. I can't even imagine what a hypo looks like.
Me neither.
She's already fucking gray, white. That's fucking nuts. What was the pairing for this?
Acid. Shit. It was definitely an acid black pastel het clown to a pastel hypo clown.
Wow.
I think.
That's fucking too much. That's sick. I love it.
I like it. I don't know how she's gonna age, but that's what I'm more concerned with. How are we gonna make something that's beautiful forever? And I mean, we can say all of them are beautiful, but I just want something that's gonna look like straight amazing at 3,000 grams.
Or like something that looks just as good as soon as you get out the egg, you know, keeping that, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
100% agree with you. And I feel like I think it's more happening more and more. Like, we're not, you know, it's not 100% there, but bro, there's motherfucking shit being hatched that's keeping its fucking beauty throughout its fucking years. I have some of that, you know what I mean? That's like, it's not doling out or anything. So I think that's a really good goal to have, right? Because you're just trying to make another better version of what you made the year before. So at what point did you ever start getting people wanting to hit you up to invest with the acid and stuff like that? Like when a couple years started going down the road, or let's talk a bit more about the acid.
Well, that was in 2016 when I made, 16 different combos. That's when I hatched the pastel spot nose, the super pastel calico, just the whole array. I hatched about 16 combos and I blew up on the scene, and it just caught everybody's attention off guard. And they were like, okay,
all right,
we see you now. We can hear you now, brother.
Right.
All it takes is this 2 things. You have to create a demand and demonstrate value, which will probably go hand in hand, because once you've demonstrated value, there will be a demand created. But nobody cares about your new gene until you really do that. Your new gene has to be like a monsoon for them to care about it without seeing a combo. You show them a knockoff leopard, you got some work to do.
I don't know. This shit's pretty proven to me, to be honest. I'm like,
now, yeah. Now
the acid is just where it's at, bro. It's just so filthy.
check this out.
So now that you're pretty established with acid, obviously, fucking you got your stripe certification. How do you work your holdbacks now? Like, how does that work with your clutches? Like,
can you see me? Am I frozen?
No. What do you got? Oh my bad! I didn't even see you had a fucking snake in your hand. What the hell?
I'm looking at my screen and everything is frozen.
Oh, I can see you.
Well, hold on. Can you see me moving?
I see you perfectly fine.
All right, that's all that matters.
All right.
This is the original acid male.
The original. All right, I'm gonna take. All right, keep talking and show. Oh, that looks. And that's your male. That's a fucking huge male. How much does that fucker weigh?
1,700. I don't know. Big boy.
Beastie, dude. That thing looks, dude, and that looks really importy too, bro. That thing looks like a fucking import.
Oh, he's wild. I'm surprised he's not trying to dart away right now. But his belly isn't super striped down the center. It's really weird because he produced a whole bunch of stuff that had crazier bellies than him.
That thing is sick.
I didn't lose you, did I? I can't see anything. I'm stuck. I'm stuck at 2803 looking at a pewter clown and me frozen. We're just going to let it ride, though.
Yeah, let's let it ride. I could see you perfectly fine, bro. And remember, I told you if you have to exit out, just go to the link and you're straight. It'll bring you back. But anyways, all right.
Should have got an iPhone.
So the for reals. All right. So the so that acid male, man, he fucking looks very, very sick. Now you still use him a lot, or what's the deal with him?
Well, in 2015, he blew out that hemipene.
Oh, that's right. Damn.
Yeah, and that thing fell off, and he made a full recovery. I haven't used him probably since then. I think he did one more clutch to see if it would work. He bred to an Orange Dream in 2017, and that's about it. He's just a pet now. He's chill. He's right next to the bumblebee.
He's chilling.
They're chilling. Yeah.
You're giving you're giving them a good life, bro. That's respect.
Yeah.
That's sick, man. Fuck, shout out to the Acid G, man. I can't wait. Definitely want to talk to you more about that off camera too, because I might even want to invest in that shit. I fuck with a lot of super GHI stuff, dude. So
that would be fucking amazing. Everybody slept on the whole super GHI, bro.
And I got hypo combos in that already too. So it's like, you know what I mean? Like, imagine if you throw an acid hypo in there or something like that. It's, I mean, fucking possibilities are endless with that shit. So kudos on that, man. Now, I want to talk a little bit about more the brand, J Royals. Let's see. You made this a business officially when you're actually hatching stuff out in what year? One more time.
I'd say 2016 is when it really became something to talk about.
Okay, and that's when you that's when you started Instagram?
Yes.
Wow. Okay. That's around
probably.
Okay. So you haven't had Instagram for like, it's long, not too long, but not, not long, right? I mean,
no, and I've been slacking hard on that Instagram. I'm just way too busy, but one day I'm going to push it a lot harder than I am now.
What's keeping you from pushing it so hard? What is it that you do on a day-to-day, Josh?
Well, I clean the fuck out of these snakes, man. Now I'm watching my daughter all day, so I don't really get out here to start cleaning until, after 6. And that usually keeps me busy because I'm not clean on the weekend only kind of guy. So
that's how I am. I'm in my room almost every day. I mean, I am in my room every fucking day.
I live in this motherfucker.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
That's so sick.
Yep.
What are we looking at clutches wise? How many clutches are you averaging a year now, or what are you at this year?
In 2021, I plan on pairing 80 females.
80.
Yeah, so that's probably going to get me maybe 60 or 55 or maybe 70. I really don't know. Everybody's seeming to do pretty good. Last year was a small year. Right. I only had like 25 clutches as opposed to the past 2 years where I was hitting 41 and 42. So last year was a whole nother year. We moved into this house and I redid this whole building and this floor, which really knocked everything off a little bit with the breeding. But I'm really excited about 2021 and even more excited about 2024.
Yeah, that's the way to look at, man. I mean, you got to be, if you have that sort of mentality, you're always excited. It's nonstop. You know what I mean? And that's the way to go, man. That's how you keep that fire. People ask me how I keep the fire, and I'm like, fuck, I just got plans like 2 years, 3 years, 4 years from now that, obviously if they, God forbid, they pan out, but fuck, I know something's about to happen. That's just the way to be, bro. I mean, I'm like that too, so that's pretty sick. Now, this year you had how many clutches?
Oh, look, I'm back in. As soon as I hit the volume button, everything went back. I can see myself now, and I can see you.
Sick.
How many clutches? I had 29. Only 29? I think 29.
Okay. You want to go ahead? Let's talk about the clutch you were most excited about this year and what the pairing was.
The pairing was the pastel leopard Candino male to the acid het albino females. To hit that acid leopard Candino. You want to see one?
Yeah, let's pull it out. I want to see that shit. Hell yeah. Thanks for everyone. Thanks for everybody who's tuning in, man. This is a special episode. I'm telling you, Josh Jensen, man. J Royals. Make sure you follow my boy. He's going to show us some of his shit that he's most excited about. All right, here we go.
Look at me.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know if I can do that. I don't know. It's the light seems to be blinding this snake. Let's see.
Let's see if you can hold it close enough. It should. Let's see.
Can you see anything now?
Yeah, I can see it now. Go a little bit closer.
Trying to figure out which way I need to turn this fucking thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not working.
Yeah, it's not working. But if you just put it,
I
if
got
you go
too
back,
much lights in here.
hey, show that floor off though. Fuck, that floor is sick. I'm trying to get a floor like that someday. I'm not even joking.
Got some streaks.
That floor is so sick. What is that floor made out of? Like, what is that floor? Sorry, that snake. I can't. I wish I could see it. All right.
No, you can see it. You can see it. The floor is made out of epoxy.
Epoxy.
So
Okay.
you get your metallic epoxy, and you have a nightmare trying to lay it down. It's you basically just you get your concrete, you get concrete sanded down, you get your black liquid. It looks like paint. You splash it on the floor. You move it around, squeeze it around. You get some red stuff. You mix it up, whatever color you want. You mix it up real quick. You get the fuck out of there. You let it dry. The next day, you get your vinyl decal. You put your vinyl decal down. Then you get your clear epoxy coat, and you cover the fucking epoxy coat, and then it's sealed in there.
That's sick. Who
So
did you already...
400 square feet, little building like this, it was like 1,700 or $2,000 if you don't fuck up and you only do it once.
And did you fuck up and only did it once, or did you?
I was in here for like 2 weeks sanding bubbles.
Damn.
There's a lot of things with the epoxy floor that YouTube guys don't like to talk about when they're selling their product.
Right. Like what?
Like the things that can happen with temperatures and humidities and curing time and preparation under the concrete. If you got holes in your concrete and you use something certain to patch it with, that might need like months to cure, or it might leak out bubbles or start. Weird things can happen. You almost have to be a chemist to understand exactly what you need to do to this floor.
Damn. So it's like that.
But it's not that bad. I mean, you make it happen. I mean, I did it. You can do it.
Like a chemist. I was like, well, fuck. I don't even know about that. I'm just trying to breed some snakes. Fuck.
I felt like I could have used a chemist's help when I was making this thing, because there was some nights where I spent 14 hours sanding little bubbles that came up in the floor from the air being released underneath in the concrete. It's strange.
Right.
But it looks great now.
No, that shit looks sick as fuck, but I knew there had to be something behind it. I knew it wasn't just no fucking walk in the park, because that shit looks really, really, really sick. I'm not gonna lie.
Unfortunately, no walk in the park for me.
Oh man. Now, have you always been a guy where you, like, if you're gonna do something, you do it fucking professionally, and like, as far as like the way your presentation is and stuff like that? Like, is that kind of your personality?
Yeah, probably. I used to draw when I was a kid, so I understand like the little logos and the way things should look, and I understand certain things. And if I'm gonna buy something, I'm gonna try to buy the best. When I have my own lawn maintenance company, I'm gonna buy the best mower, the best weed eater, the best edger. I'm gonna always want the best. I'm never gonna want the $10 hammer. I'm always gonna want the $40 hammer. I'm never gonna, you know what I mean? I'm never gonna cheap out. I'm always gonna want the best. I'm always gonna work harder than everyone around me until I fall.
Yeah, it's the way to be, bro. 100%. Growing up and stuff as a kid, I know you said you had ball pythons. What, when you were 13? That's when you first got your ball python, right?
Yeah, well, my mom wouldn't let me have one at 13. I think it took my own money at like 15 to get the snake. Up until then, I would just catch them in the river and bring them home.
Now, you grew up in Florida. That's where you were born and raised?
I was born in Massachusetts. Every one of my family members is in Mattapoisett or Fairhaven in Massachusetts, maybe, all New England. We moved down here in 91 when I was 7 years old. And I've been here since 91 when I was 7 years old. So, yeah, I'm Floridian.
Damn, Florida's a different breed, bro. You guys are nuts.
Florida, man.
You guys are so nuts. I respect it, though. One of my good homies is from Florida. I got two really good homies from Florida. And it's just like, I don't know. You really can't be surprised with anything you come across in Florida. That's heavy facts. What part of Florida are you actually in?
Orlando.
Okay, cool.
Right in the middle.
Have you you got any spots in Florida you like to go visit or hang out at? Like, I mean, there's a lot of cool fucking herping shit to do and whatnot, but like any place that you like to hang out at or visit in Florida?
I like going to St. Augustine for some reason. But I mean, and of course I like going to the beaches and the Miamis and the Tampas, but I don't really have time for that much anymore. But maybe soon there'll be, I don't really know, man. I've pretty much been here the whole time, so it's pretty much just all Florida to me.
Respect to Florida as well. I don't even know what that means, Ron. I kind of feel like I'm dead. So you either being a smartass or I don't know, but he's just full send. I'm hopping off energy, which I feel like I'm dead tonight, just to be honest, but I'm not. I'm just fucking
bouncing with energy.
I'm just sick. But
yeah.
All right, Josh. So real quick, Massachusetts, born and raised, and then or not born, and then you moved down to Florida. Now with the fucking laws in Florida, right? I mean, they're pretty wild. Like you used to have a Burmese, now you don't have a Burmese anymore, right?
Yeah.
Now, when was the last time you had a snake like that?
The last time I had a Burmese was fucking 2003.
2003. Damn. So it's been a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when did all those fucking I know there was hurricanes where I think there was a warehouse or a big facility that bred or kept shit ton of Burmese pythons that all escaped into the Everglades. Did you hear about? Do you remember that? When did that happen?
That was probably 1991. Hurricane Andrew hit Miami and devastated Miami like a Category 4, blew fucking buildings over. And they had all them Burmese pythons in a little fucking PVC blue tarp shed. They took some PVC pipe, put some blue tarp over it, and that shit blew away. And now here we are seeing the result. The shit that we're seeing in the Everglades cannot be from 1 or 2 or 3 or 10 or 40 people releasing their snakes. Absolutely not.
It's a whole fucking goddamn fucking warehouse full of them.
Yeah, they said there was probably over 1,000 Burmese pythons in that little shed that blew away. I don't know. I saw the same documentary anyone else saw. I don't have any inside info on that, but that has to be it.
Where's that documentary at? People can watch it.
No, we saw it. I mean, it came out a couple years ago, probably at Nat Geo. I remember seeing the blue tarp. I don't know. I can look it up, but we can find it. I don't know specifically what it is, but.
I'll look it up, but I'm just saying you saw it on Nat Geo, right? That Nat Geo is where you saw it.
Yeah, I feel like I watched it on TV. Definitely, maybe it was part of a Python Hunter series, or it was a couple years ago that I saw that. Really, when they started bringing it to the attention of, everybody's finding these Burmese pythons everywhere.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's unfortunate because now they're just fucking hunted and shit, and them being invasive. So it's you kind of have to accept them getting fucking murked.
Yeah,
I just figured that's honestly, because I mean, I'm not gonna lie, before I learned a lot about reptiles, for instance, Burmese being a fucking invasive species in fucking Florida, when I when I started collecting animals. I remember I got a Burmese, and at first I wanted to breed Burmese, and then a good homie of mine who's been in the game for quite a while just kind of talked to me. He's like, "Why do you want to get a Burmese, bro?" He's like, "Why?" And I'm just like, what do you mean why? And then explain to me fucking what the deal was. And not to talk bad on any big snakes, but man, big snakes in general are just it sucks, man. I don't want to say the market's crashed. Well, market's been crashed on them and whatnot. I don't know what you know about that, but I don't know. I have after going to a place like the Reptarium and seeing how Barchek keeps all his retics and shit, and how they actually live. You think a retic would just live in a tub or a fucking vision cage, but no, they're like a boreal. They fucking live high in the trees. I don't know. I just think it's fucking. I don't even know why I'm ranting about that, but
it's perfect. Yeah, no, I mean, you're absolutely right, man. I mean, the big snakes aren't for everyone. And that was kind of the problem. We would have kids such as myself who could cut a couple yards, walk into the pet store at 15 and leave with a fucking snake that's 16 inches long and is going to be 16 feet in 2 years.
Yeah.
That's a problem. no matter how you look at it. You know, I mean, something has to kind of be done. These snakes are powerful, and they're not to be, don't even pretend like they're like some kind of animal you can understand. I mean, even if you think you know their body language, you know, there's still shit happens.
Yeah, bro. They got moods.
So
moods.
It's not for everyone. I mean, it's a lot of work. Even one Burmese python is going to take an elephant-sized shit that you have to clean and feed, and it's serious work. 100%. I mean, I may get one day, but you know, I don't know.
Yeah, I
don't know. I've always loved them. It definitely affected the market. There was definitely a lot more being sold everywhere. The shows got a lot smaller. Daytona got hit hard. There was no more people coming down with giant retics and berms anymore.
Yeah,
you know.
Well, I could tell you the one thing, man, that. And I'll drop it after this because, like I said, I know people who keep fucking retics and whatnot, but
I love them.
You don't know how many people out there who fucking hoard these animals and keep having clutches and can't get rid of the snakes. And I've seen it with my own fucking eyes. I've seen my own fucking, you know, people I've looked up to where I witnessed this and I'm like, what the fuck? And that's what kind of dawned on me. Like, I don't want to have a bunch of fucking retic clutches. I don't want to go through that because this guy who has a facility still can't maintain all these fucking snakes. You know what I mean? And I just have assumptions on where these snakes go. I don't fucking know, but I just know that these don't fucking stay here forever. You know what I mean? It's pretty fucked up. Right. It's kind of surreal to me.
Yeah. If I was to get any large snake like that, it would just be for my own personal thing. Like I wouldn't be trying to breed and produce. I mean, goddamn, one clutch, you might get 20, 30, 60 eggs. How many more clutches do you need to have from these animals?
The average is 30 fucking goddamn eggs, bro.
I love them. They're beasts. I mean, I just can't do it now, but I have no problem with people keeping them responsibly. And I would love to own one.
Yeah. Me too.
You got the problem is you got dumb motherfuckers who put a 10-pound weight on a 200-pound snake and then it eats their fucking children. That's the problem. You know, it's
neglect. That's being fucking a retard. Those are like basically people like the fucking hillbilly bitch who put a fucking video out there sticking her hand into a fucking retic, like, come here, she's like, come here, darling, and bam, she probably just got done fucking doing rat chores or something stupid, and she's trying to.
Should we stop the video? Yes. No. Yes. No.
You retard. And then, you know what I mean? And then there's all these people like, see, this is why you don't own snakes. Well, no, fucking, it's kind of like stupid people should have owned guns. You know what I mean? Like, it's the same fucking thing. Like, should we ban guns? No, I personally don't think we should fucking ban guns. Fucking strap up. You got to protect yourself. But retics, man, if you're going to go down that route, you just got to know what comes with it, man. And you got to know, at least put the fucking energy to know and how to read your retic. That's the biggest thing. Like, if you can't read your own retic, then what the? That's like having a pit bull and it doesn't listen to you. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, that's horrible. That's a horrible idea.
That's like, yeah, that makes no sense in the world. Like, I could tell you right now, you know, when I was gone on my trip, Josh, I was gone. I went to go visit fucking some friends. You know, my wife took care of everything, you know, and I was gone for about 6 days, and these retics fucking shit in their waters almost every 2-3 days. So she had to do some water changes for some big snakes. But I told her the signs, and like fucking, I can literally tell her how to read them and tell you, look, they're either gonna just leave you be or fucking get the hook and tap them on the head. You know what I mean? That, you know, simple things, but just knowing your animals, spending the time with them, and definitely handling them. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not saying throw them around your neck, but goddamn, like I said, I after going and seeing them in an enclosure 20 feet tall and wide and whatnot, dude, they use that whole square inch of the fucking enclosure. Brian Barczyk has a goddamn 19-foot reticulated python, biggest thing I've ever even held in my entire life, that goes into the tree and perches. A big fucking snake like that hangs in the trees. That's fucking nuts. You know what I mean? So, you know, I don't know, like you said, I don't buy
it. I want to go there.
Huh?
I want to check that out. Man, because it sounds like he's doing some pretty cool things with the money he's gotten made. Because, I mean, isn't that what we would all want to do? And that's just like build a giant thing with all kinds of crazy shit.
Dude, and you know what's crazy? All his money that he is making, like he's not some millionaire, bro, because all the money he makes goes into the Reptarium. That shit is no joke, fucking taxed all fucking day. Like, you know what I mean? He's gonna, you know, he's changing some things on the back end with BHB. I don't want to get too involved in it because I don't even know if I should be talking about it, but he's doing some changes on the back end with BHB and investing more into Reptarium. There's going to be a Reptarium 3.0 that's coming out, which is the third phase. That's where you should go. You should go to the third phase opening. Because he's gonna have fucking goddamn, you know what I mean? Or maybe go to the soft opening. There should be like a week before where it's not so crowded to the public. But dude, I'm just telling you, bro, things are changing. And when you see these snakes in the enclosures he has built, it changes everything. Your perspective. I mean, I'm only keeping the big snakes I have because someday I do want to have them in those kind of enclosures, you know, either be outside or something. But god damn it, that just motivates you, bro. Big time.
Yeah, when you see the animal displayed in that way, man, it's fucking awesome. And as long as someone's there taking care of them and being respectful and responsible,
yeah,
it's fucking awesome.
Yeah, awesome. But you have to have someone you can trust, somebody who could fucking like. Because if it wasn't for my wife, bro,
Two people you can trust.
I could tell you right now, bro. Like I had this dude who would come look after my snakes. And every time I would come back, there was some sort of smell, you know, and like there was something up every single time. This time when I came back, bro, there was no smell. Like everything was fucking to the T because I know my fucking wife checked every single fucking, like, you know what I mean? It's my wife. She knows this is my fucking life. She's treating it like hers because it is kind of like hers. You know what I mean? So it's just like, how do you can't find somebody who loves your animals as much as you love them. You know what I mean? It's impossible.
Yes.
They could say they do, but I mean, do they really? I mean, are they going to fucking just see a fucking shit in the corner and just say, oh, I'm going to skip that one. I don't need, no, fuck that shit. You know what I mean? You're going to grab
it's not brown. They just let it chill. And
yeah.
Stuff like that.
You know what I mean? And I could tell you right now, like I said, bro, Retic will fuck up its enclosure, you know, every 3 days. So if you leave it alone for 7 days, you're going to come back to fucking hell. I could guarantee that. So
yeah.
You literally got to have someone check up on your animals, you know, every other day with the Retic. And it's a lot of responsibility, like I'm saying. But shout out to my wife who fucking held that down. And I was able to actually have the time of my life fucking in Michigan with Brian and shit. And so, but yeah, you should definitely go check that out, bro.
Where is it? Where's his point 3.0 or whatever?
It's in Utica. So it's in Utica, Michigan. It's called the Reptarium. It's on Van Dyke or some shit. I've been there a couple times, but it's sick. It's in Michigan. I fly into Detroit and it's about an hour away from the airport. And I make like a whole, you know, you can make a whole trip out of it because you can't get everything in one day. You got to at least go a couple days. And it's fucking sick, bro. This guy has everything going on right now. Everything. He just got a sloth.
He's just got a sloth, if that means anything. You know, when you get the sloth, you're on a whole nother level.
You made it. So can we talk about a little bit about your trial and errors with breeding? Like, you know, because did you have somebody mentoring you in the beginning? Who put you on, bro? Basically is what I want to know.
So I've relied on a couple people to ask like really tough questions to, and like the scientific questions. One of the first people that was in my corner that, you know, God bless her soul, listen to me fucking ask stupid questions for a long time. Her name was Lisa Stanley, and she was from the Herb Vault. This is the woman who discovered the Wookiee gene.
Ooh, I'm glad you brought that up. We're going to talk about that in a minute, but go ahead. Let's talk about it. So this Lisa Stanley, a woman. Will, are you paying attention, Will? The woman who discovered the Wookiee gene. Let's continue on that.
Yep, and her husband Adam as well. They were together. They were the Herb Vault, and I would ask her a lot of dumbass questions about genetics, along with the hobby in general. Like, do people really sell snakes for $10,000, or is it all a fucking scam? You know, crazy things that someone from outside of this type of hobby would be asking someone who's listing animals at fucking $12,000. So I talked to her for a while and learned a lot of things. And I got a good friend, Travis Wyman. If there's anything that has anything to do with anything genetic-wise or anything at all, it's always good to have a PhD, master degree, whatever the fuck it be, type of guy who can break it down scientifically and really help you the fuck out. as far as just ball python breeding and picking out genes and marketing, that was probably all me. But all the technical stuff and all the what's this mean, what's that mean, what do I, that I relied on a couple smarter people than myself.
Right.
And that's pretty much it. I got Travis, I had Lisa, there's been a lot of people in my corner to tell me a lot about the history, and I've been watching. I'm like a little fucking stalker. I was watching everybody argue back in 2006. I'm literally watching the people tell Ozzy that his shit is a normal. You know what I'm saying? I've seen it all.
That the OD was a normal?
Yeah.
Shout out to my boy Ozzy. Ozzy's the man.
Yes.
Bro. You meet somebody like, okay, here's one thing, Josh, and you just fell onto that list of people of meeting, but this hobby is so awesome that it brings you people into your life that you would have never met if it wasn't for the
never.
Like I'm really, really stoked about this episode, not only because not too many people have seen your face, but B, hear you talk a lot about the projects. And I fucking thrive off that. But not only that, it brought me and you together. You know what I mean? It brought me, like, I will definitely keep a relationship with you and talk to you more about the shit that you've been doing, because the same way that you're talking about the people who gave you the lowdown on history and shit, like it just trickles down. You know what I mean? Like now you're doing that for others. Do you feel me?
Yeah. I don't know. Is that true?
What?
I don't know about that. That's real?
We're doing it now.
Okay. I get, maybe.
That's right. You know what I mean? That's why, Doug, that's
a hard pill to swallow, man. That's a hard one. I believe you, but man, that's too much for me, man.
Deep breaths. You'll be all right.
I'm just a guy.
Dude, listen, we're all just guys.
A dude.
But passion is something you can't teach. You got to be born with that. You know what I mean? But everyone's born with it. That's the thing. Okay, so check it out. Everyone's born with passion, right? Everyone has a passion inside of them. It just depends on how you got to find that passion, right? And dude, people fucking freak out on the energy I have, but my energy is all built off of passion. And when I could share this shit with people who's only going to make this passion bigger, what does it do? It enlightens my fucking energy. I get all fucking crazy and shit. It's nuts, but it's all good things. You know what I mean? But bro, you can't teach it, bro. Like I can't teach someone to love snakes as much as I love snakes. I can't teach someone to want to build something the way I want to build it. I don't know, man. It's hard. It's hard to kind of get that through somebody's head too, because you need to figure it out. I've
had that same thought, and I've said that same thing, except for instead of using passion, I use the word creativity.
Yeah.
Because you can't teach creativity. You can go to our school all you want, but you got to be creative.
Because that's what you're doing. You're creating it. Like your floor. You created your floor. I created this podcast. Everything was created by us. Like you got to create that shit. Damn, bro. Heavy, heavy facts. I like creating, bro. It's like, creating doesn't, it's as artsy as it sounds. It's really what we're doing. You have to create shit. You got to become a creator. Because ain't nobody going to create that shit for you.
Ain't nobody doing your work.
No,
man.
And it's fucking so for real. It's because people think like, collabs. The collabs help, man, but they're not going to really get you there. You got to fucking really put in the work. And a lot of the biggest kind of work that I love about this hobby is time. It's time. Putting in time is putting in work in this hobby, and that's what I respect, bro. No shortcuts in this bitch, because it's kind of like, you know what I mean? You get in what your results are what you put in, and if you shortcut shit, people can fucking read that shit in this hobby, and I love it. I respect it. You know what I mean?
This hobby is evolving into something really amazing, because we're getting to the point where the sought after combos are hard to create. You can't just buy a single gene something and 4 normals, females, and make 40 of them. You got to actually put money down. You got to be creative. You can't just jump in and throw in money and invest and be like, I'm going to do this and do that and reproduce this. You really got to do work. No matter how you look at it, you are going to work your ass off and spend all your money.
Yeah.
Unless
for real. And that's the thing. Man, dude, I mean, it's crazy how, like you talked about how you dropped $600 on that bumblebee. I think my biggest purchase was like $300, and that still fucking was like, what the fuck? Like, you know, I was like I said, I came from like literally living a lifestyle that was like shortcut city. I could fucking flip drugs, get my money quick, and then all that stopped. And then I'm like barely able to cover my fucking bills, you know, but I'm living a legit lifestyle. Like I'm finally living a good lifestyle, but I could barely cover like my ends. But then yet I somehow figured out how to spend $300 on a fucking pied ball python, a male pied ball python. And but it just went from 300 to 600 to 900 to 12. I can't even talk anymore about the prices, bro, but it just went up, bro. It just doesn't stop. You know what I mean? But it's all coming back. Like, you know what? This is 3 years ago, you know, going on 4. And I'm just now seeing my platform. Like I can now like see, you know, boom, boom, like it's starting to build, and it's fucking the best feeling ever, bro. It just gets me so stoked.
Yeah, you're doing great, man.
It's a day by day thing, bro. So that's the thing, man. It's just so much to give. This hobby gives to us, and I hope people realize that on how amazing of a hobby we're in. Because at the end of the day, there's no other hobby like this. There's a lot of great hobbies out there. Don't get me wrong, but this one right here gives back to you.
Yeah, this is the hobby to be in. This is the best hobby. I think it probably. I mean, what other hobbies you got? Collecting comic cards and like. Stamp collection, like there's all kinds of carvings you could do. I mean, this hobby is incredible.
Mineral rock
hobby is amazing.
You could be a mineral rock collector if you want.
That ain't gonna be good.
Hey, I will tell you this though. There is another hobby which fuck, dude. My homie's putting me on, and I'm like, dude, stop. But dude, fish collecting, dog. Fish collecting's pretty hard. I'm not gonna. Yeah.
You saw a saltwater aquarium?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. I got a couple dudes into that.
Hold on. I'm just gonna share this real quick because I respect like this is the one hobby where I'm like almost just like I'm telling you. I mean, it's not. I
don't need another hobby, man.
I know. But it's a super.
Show me.
All right, hold on. But I just want this is my homie, my homie Andrew Acevedo. Shout out to homie Andrew. He puts me on so much shit, and this is one thing he put me on, and he collects and shit right now too. Fuck this damn fly. Let me see. Hold on. Give me 1 second. But at first, I was like, he was sending me like pictures of stingrays and shit, and I'm like, you're tripping, bro. Like, you know, I was like, I don't know. And then he actually started purchasing them, and now he has them in his living room and shit. And I'm just like, what the fuck? But check this out. So this is a page. I think everyone should go follow this page because this shit's sick. Global Fish Stock. They have some really amazing fucking looking fish. Let me get a picture of what I want to show real quick. But this is a whole hobby, bro. Like fish collecting. Yeah. It's a whole fucking hobby. And like this is like the way I remember looking at snakes is like what I'm like. It's kind of the feeling what I get when I'm looking at shit like this. Hold on 1 second. But you said you had homies that kind of collect fish and shit. You said. Yeah,
I got at least 2 or 3 friends that are all about them saltwater aquariums. So they're always trying to put you. Oh my god, no!
Like, how sick is that, bro? And my homie, my homie has a stingray. I don't think it's that one.
I didn't know they had stingrays that look like that, MJ.
I think this one's only like $500 too. Like, come on!
Oh god, that's the worst part about it. It's affordable. I'll have several of them.
Yeah, you'll have a shit ton of these, bro. But dude, I'm saying, okay, guys, go check out this dude's page. He does have a sick ton of sick fish and shit. But this is another thing where I'm like, I mean, when I'm like, I'm not gonna be bored. But if I'm like just feed her up, and I'm just like, all right, fucking clutches are coming in like nothing. What can I do with my money? I might look into some fucking fish collecting. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. Another friend of mine was into the dog breeding thing, and they wanted to breed dogs.
Dude, I can't do that, bro. That's terrible.
And they, the pit bulls.
Yeah.
And they what?
My sister does that. My little sister. My dog Capone is my fucking. My everything came from my sister. My sister came from my sister's bloodline, and my sister's been breeding for like almost 10 years. And dude, she goes through fucking hell with those dogs, but she does it. And I'm like, I could never do that, bro. It's just like, I don't know. It's a lot. It's a lot, bro. It's a lot of shit. I think. I don't know.
Yeah. No,
not
but my friend, we were looking into it. They got the pieds, they got new genes, they got this new gene where if you breed two of them together, you get the all white one that's dead.
Merle.
You know,
The murals and shit. You get murals and whatnot. I know, but there's there's pit bull breeders out there who say that doing that kind of shit does like it fucks with them. It's like kind of like how a spider gene is all like wobbles. I heard there's shit that happens with pit bulls when you breed lines like that into each other.
Yeah, no, yeah, for sure. It was just interesting to me because I didn't know about it. So when a friend called me to ask me about it, to look at these genetic like what do you think happens if you breed this dog to this dog? I'm like, I don't know anything about pit bulls. I looked it up. I was like, holy shit. You got pieds, you got spiders, you got a lot of shit going on.
$10,000 puppies, bro. Shit's fucking, it's expensive, bro.
Selling them Merlins. You know what? One thing I don't understand is like they'll do like a first pick of the clutch, 15K, second pitch, 5K, second pick, 5K. Like what? Every dog, the first dog from the clutch is worth 3 times more than the second pick. I think the whole clutch is probably awesome, or the whole litter.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Respect to any dog breeder out there. I mean, it's just
Exactly.
it's not not easy, man. That's all I gotta say. And I love dogs too, and I'm sure like puppies die and shit. Like it's like like snake breeding. Fucking snakes. Not all snakes make it. Snakes fucking croak out of nowhere. Same shit with dogs. You know what I mean? I hear stories all the time, and I'm just like, fuck, that's terrible. So
I just want like 150-pound, tall ass, black ass pit bull with yellow eyes. One of those crazy looking Black Panther motherfuckers.
That's a Cane Corso. That's what you want. You want a Cane Corso.
Yeah, whatever that is.
Cane Corso is like a pit bull on steroids. Gigantic.
I want that.
Yeah, that's what I want too. But unfortunately, I can't have that until Capone's dead because that fool won't have nobody. I can't have nobody else. No other male at least can be around this house because he fucking loses his shit. He can play with them, but once they come inside the house, it's fucking he snaps. Something goes. Wires go wrong in his fucking head. It's not good. But yeah, Cane Corsos, check those out. My boy breeds them, but they're like pitch black, fucking little crazy eyes. Like, I don't know if they're yellow. I think that's more like fucking Photoshop, what you see in the pics, to be honest. But
really?
I think so, yeah.
You're fucking with us?
Yeah, bro. Just like other people, like, okay, I could tell you take your original photo on your fucking Instagram account, respect. But what do you think about these fools who use filters and shit, man? Like, and you could tell they use filters.
I don't really know. I don't know if I see a lot of people using filters. I don't know. Like, I mean, if you're using a filter and it's obvious, then what the fuck?
Yeah, bro.
What the fuck? I do know that the new phone I just got will make shit look way better than it looks. And I actually take a picture and then I have to turn down the saturation for it to get back to reality. And then I can post it.
That's crazy.
People just love hyping that shit up. I love showing people what it looks like.
Yeah. I mean,
you can't have a glowing snake damn near looks. Some of the snakes look radioactive in my hand when I take a picture with this phone. You know what I mean? You can't send that to someone. But that's just the regular camera setting. You have to go in and tone it down.
Dude, that's a good point. That's a really good point. Because basically the natural camera already has some sort of filter on it, is what you're saying. So you need to go back and like actually get it down to the right sort of lighting or whatever. Because that makes sense, actually. Damn.
Yeah.
Now
when you see a picture of mine if it has a white background, it was probably done with an actual camera. And that one we don't really gotta fuck with too much. It's the cell phone camera that lights that shit up like it's glowing, or doesn't do too good of a job, depending on what your phone is. I don't know.
Yeah. What up?
Just try to represent the animal as what it looks like the best you can.
Do you are you gonna get an iPhone or what? What's the deal with that?
Well, I just spent $999 on this goddamn Google Pixel 4.
Oh, so God.
It's gonna be a minute before I get another phone.
That's for sure. I will tell you though, the Google Pixel does take a solid ass picture for sure.
Yeah, and we're running this whole stream off it in a metal building with motherfucking insulation. My old phone, we couldn't even talk. on this phone right here.
What? So what? Did you just recently buy the phone? Did you buy the phone for this podcast?
No. I bought the phone because I was so sick of my old ass fucking phone. It just so happened to be podcast ready. I bought this phone like 2 months ago, maybe.
Okay. That's what's up.
I bought it because my old phone was a piece of shit, and every time I took 3 pictures, it told me I needed to erase 100 of them to take 3 more.
That's pretty annoying. I can't remember the last time I had to do something like that. That's pretty crazy.
That's the type of shit you get when you walk in and say, "Just give me your phone."
Hey, let's backtrack real quick, Josh, because we kind of we sped up. But Lisa Stanley, right? That was the lady's name that we were talking about, right?
Yeah.
The Wookiee lady, right? So this is some sick ass Wookiee shit. This is Wookiee right here, right?
Yep.
All right. What's in this right here?
That's a Wookiee black pastel Mojave.
Fuck. No GHI or anything, it looks like a GHI Mojave, but it's not.
It's funny you show that picture because the same guy who bought that clown is the same guy who bought this one too.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So the same guy who bought that acid clown that we showed earlier, this one right here.
Yep.
He bought this one as well.
Yep.
Now, is this one of your customers that's on standby, and it's like you kind of like show him stuff first, or how does it work?
Oh, but he's a customer who bought an acid male combo from me in like 2017 or 18 and paid well over 5 or 6, maybe $7,000. I can't remember exactly, but he was one of the everyone knows who he is. I'm surprised he hasn't posted any of it.
Who?
Who
is it? Who are you talking about?
Oh, I don't know. I can't say the name if he doesn't want anyone to know, or if he's gonna post it later himself. I can't steal the thunder or whatever he's doing.
You'll be all right, bro. Come on.
He's gonna get his initials.
All right, what
TM.
are the initials? All right, people pay attention. Okay, I need somebody to pay attention to this. What are the initials?
TM, trademark.
TM, Tim, no. TM, trademark. Wait, trademark is what you're saying, motherfucker?
Well, I said trademark because when I said TM, I thought of trademark, but his initials are TM.
That's what they really are, TM. All right, drop your guesses in the comments, guys, and we'll fucking see if we can get
cool. I like that. He might be watching.
TM. Hey, TM, drop a comment real quick because we could talk about it. I would love to talk about it. He's Josh is being a homie right now by not dropping your name. He dropped your initials, but fuck, somebody get ready.
Couldn't even have done that.
So anyways, the guy TM, right? We'll call him TM. So TM obviously is buying heat from you. How did I got customers like that, but I pretty much show them shit first. Is this how TM is TM on that level with you where he just had to hit me at this right time. He hit me up, he asked me about one. Okay.
And then he said, "What else you got coming?" I said, "I got an acid clown male that's gonna go up." He said, "Done." And there was a couple other ones in the mix. It happens. People like to buy multiple animals, get a little discount sometimes.
Smart. Good way to establish a good fucking customer, business shit.
You can't go wrong getting the only acid clown male I've produced in 2020, along with some Wookiee combos. A super Wookiee, I think he got. A Wookiee black pastel Mojave. He don't fuck around.
No, that's what. Well, obviously,
He's not fucking around.
Obviously not, because your shit's proven now. Your shit is something you want to invest in.
Yeah. He's got the rig. I was gonna get a bigger rigger than you and show you up.
Oh yeah,
No,
I hear that from so many people. Hey man, I'll do a dab off with you, MJ. Like, bro, get fucking. I had some other dude fucking send me a picture of like a whole big ass blunt. That probably has like a whole ounce fucking filled. And I'm like, bro, he's like, oh, match this. Oh yeah, I'm gonna match that. Like, what the fuck?
What's in it? It might be straight up trash grown with fucking bugs in it.
Yeah, motherfucker.
I mean,
that could be shake from fucking somebody's fucking leftover pound that they didn't want, or who knows? I don't know. Who knows? But it's funny though, because people motherfuckers like, I just smoke to smoke. I ain't trying to compete, motherfuckers. I just get high. I like getting high. Getting high is my thing. You smoke though?
I'm very familiar with marijuana.
Oh, when did you start smoking, if you don't mind?
Man.
Did you start smoking as a kid?
Of course. We're talking 7th grade, 6th grade, 1994, 96. 96, probably the first time I probably actually smoked weed, maybe.
Middle school.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. I was I think I was 7th grade for me. My sister Bianca. The first time I ditched was with my sister Bianca. It's all exciting. And we smoked. She's like, hey, you're gonna smoke with me. I was like, all right, cool. I smoked out of a Coca-Cola can. She poked fucking holes. I saw it all go down. She created it. We got high, and then this is my older sister, so we always feud, right? But this was like the one time where we just got along and we smoked. And then she's like, I remember just kind of we were quiet for a while. She looked at me. She's like, hey, I have $11. Do you want to go to the fucking taco shop? Oh my God, bro. That was like, oh man, I'll never forget that moment with my sister. First time I got high, and first time I ate Mexican food while I was high, which just changed everything. Everything just changed. My whole world changed. But I will say I didn't become a stoner after that. I actually didn't start picking up smoking weed again until like 19 years old, because all weed ever did to me is fucking knock me out. I couldn't hang. Knock me the fuck out every single time. I was a burn. Yeah. So, but I didn't, when I was 19 and when I had responsibilities and I started fucking working and paying bills, that's when, like, when I lived on my own and shit, about 19-ish, right? That's when fucking me and weed became best friends, bro. Best thing ever. And I have crazy ADD too, so that helps. And, I'm not on Ritalin or anything like that, thank God. So weed actually is something where I could wake up in the morning and I'll fucking hit a huge dab in the morning and I'll get cracking on my stories at like 5 a.m., bro. People trip out. Yeah.
It's beautiful what it will do for you.
Yeah, it is. It's to each their own, man. It's like I said, it's legal for a reason. It's just the government wants tabs on everything. That's why it took so long for weed to become legal, because the government had to figure out how they can make their money off of it. Now that they're figuring it out, guess what? Weed's gonna be one of those things that's gonna be fucking mixed in with tobacco at some point. It's gonna be sold behind counters like cigarettes are. And that's when, fuck, man, keep your plugs tight now, man. I will never buy weed commercially. I have a good buddy of mine who has a smoke shop down the way. But even now, bro, like, if you think about it, like, here's a vape pen, right? Now, this shit, you could kind of, they have this stuff for cheap. Like, they have $10 ones, $5 ones. But that's like the shit that you don't even know what you're smoking. Like, who knows what you're fucking smoking, right? And, I feel like that's where the future's heading for weed. It's just going to end up being fucking
That's
water.
where it is right now.
Yeah, it sucks, dude. It really does. It's terrible. Yeah.
I have friends who work at the biggest grow operations in Florida who are trimming this shit and looking this shit, managers overseeing the shit, and the quality is non-existent. We're talking about these motherfuckers are renting giant dehumidifier microwaves to eliminate all the bugs and dust mites or whatever the fuck kind of mites are in it, and just like incinerate them, so then they can use that bud to turn into the liquid and sell to those little pens you got. Yep. The only way to smoke weed is to find someone who grows it organically and buy from them. That's it. You cannot, once money and corporation is involved, the quality is gone.
See ya. 100% facts.
Gone.
Love I can talk to Josh.
Gone.
So true.
It's gone.
Yeah, man.
That's why unfortunately, you're smoking carcasses of insects with the chemicals they sprayed on it to kill the insects. It's a fucking mess.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And Akura Joe, whatever. I've been on that rosin. I've been smoking. That's all I smoke.
I've been on that rosin.
Yeah, I've been on that for like a good 3 years. I've actually had to stop smoking. I have actually had to stop smoking flour because how much flour I was smoking, and I was fucking spitting up resin. It was disgusting. I was smoking like fucking probably at least over a half zip a week, which adds up. You know, if you're buying fucking loud shit, the real good shit, it's not cheap. But yeah, man. I don't know. Cali, man, that's why I love where I'm from, bro. I don't have an issue with weed ever. I got all my homies who've been doing this shit for years since I was a kid. I mean, it's not hard, but I know eventually at some point it's going to be that commercial, bro, which is bad.
It's sad. It's sad. And the government really does. They do that same shit with everything.
Yeah, 100%. That's what they do, man. Government.
What do you think about the same thing with the electric car? A lot of people don't know the electric car was invented by the real Tesla in 1935. They shut that motherfucker down real quick in 1935 when he came up with that electric car.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everything that we're living now is a result of greed and all kinds of things done by corporations, for sure.
Yep.
Shell scientists were getting 1,000 miles a gallon in 1979.
Wow.
On gas, the same gas we're using now, with the motors that they designed. But they want to sell you 10 to 13 miles a gallon so you can keep buying that gas.
Because that's all we're gonna do, dude. Gas is still over $3. It's $3.60 something right now in San Diego, which everyone's people are cheering over that. They're like, fucking yeah, because I mean, there was one point where it was in the fucking $4. Like, it's nuts, bro. And we're used to this shit. Like, they literally brainwashed us to where it's kind of normalcy if it happens, which is terrible. It's
Florida, I think we're just under $2. We were way above $4 for a long time, but like 3 or 4 years ago, this shit crashed down here. We got gas. I don't go anywhere anymore, so I use like a tank of gas every 3 months or 2 months now, since I don't got to ride 40 miles that way and 40 miles back 5 times a week. I don't even know what gas costs.
Yeah.
I'm a stay-at-home dad. I don't know what the fuck gas costs.
Yeah.
I don't even look. But $3 is insane. That $3.69, $4 shit. That's
nuts.
That changes your whole life. When you're driving to and from work and gas was already 25% of your check. Now it's 50.
Yep. I'm like you, man. Luckily right now, I'm in a position where I don't need to drive fucking hardly anywhere. I drive to the fucking hub station, drive to my grandma and grandpa's, to the beach, which is only 20 minutes away. Very close fucking distance. And yeah, man. You know, but there's motherfuckers that be driving an hour. Like, the thing about San Diego, a lot of people have jobs. Not majority, but a lot of people drive fucking 45 minutes to an hour to get to work. You know what I mean? You know, and that's including traffic and shit. But that right there, man. I feel like
they're all pissed off the whole time too.
Oh, and then they take that shit with them. You know, they're pissed off when they get home. They're pissed off, like just a pissed off person, pissed off when they wake up because they're about to go do it again. Like, oof, man, thank God. I appreciate God it's not my life, man, because I mean, it's just hard to have to deal with that stuff. I think if I had snakes and stuff, obviously I would have like more time to fucking recuperate and think. But man, whenever I had to go through traffic, I didn't have the snakes, and too much to think about. It's too much, you know. It's not good to overthink.
Yeah.
But you know, it's fucking life, man. What are you gonna do? Especially LA. That's the normalcy in LA traffic. Something that should take you like 10 minutes to get to will take you 45 minutes in LA. It's so congested up there, bro. It's nuts. It's fucking nuts.
Yeah, I've heard. Orlando is pretty fucking ridiculous too, but
I'm supposed to I get shit. I mean, so I'm gonna be I plan on going to Florida probably within, I don't know. When's the best time to go to Florida? Would you say, weather-wise?
February 20th when it's cold.
Okay.
Maybe January 30th.
I got a couple friends down there that I've been dying to meet and fucking see. I have one homie, Socrates, who has a really fucking amazing arboreal collection, like basins and green tree pythons and stuff. That's ball pythons always lives in my heart. That's my foundation. But my end goal is to have a fucking big fucking head full of gray hair and a room full of basins and shit, like green trees, like, you know, and then have wild ass animals outside like emus and shit or fucking cassowaries or whatnot. But I don't know. I just that's my end goal, right? I'll never get rid of ball pythons, so it'll always be here. But I just really want fucking that's what I envision myself down the road.
Bro, the boreal shit is beautiful, man. Like,
fuck, it's amazing. I love it.
The regular little yellow green tree python that was $350 in the 90s has always been like that badass thing for me. I've always wanted to get. You know, I don't think I've ever bought a green tree python, even though it was one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen and always wanted.
Yeah.
I'm sleeping on it.
No, bro, I got you. I'm gonna produce them and I'll hook you up.
Yeah, let me know.
Yeah, because I'm
gonna get one from you.
Yeah, that's what I want. I'm trying to give my fucking. I would love to, because here's the thing, bro. People hit me up all the time, and this is no disrespect to anyone, but people hit me up asking if I'm gonna sell my chondros and green trees. I don't. I'm never gonna sell those. I will only deal with people who I know personally and like really either trade or like we'll work something out. But my plan. I'm not trying to be a fucking a mass producer of chondros either. That's not my goal. I want to have maybe no more than 4 clutches a year, but I don't want to have to worry about putting my chondros on morph market. I don't want to ever get to that point where I have to wholesale them, because that's never going to happen. These fucking things mean the world to me, and they're really hard to get going too. Like, bro, I've had 2 years. I have 2 years experience dropping clutches, and I've only had 2 snakes out of those 2 years. Each clutch, let's see, I had 14 the first year, 14 the second year. I only got 1 going out of each clutch. So 2, you know, out of 28 eggs, you know, ball python.
That's crazy.
I'm like, I don't even know, but I have not lost a snake yet. I take that back. I've lost 1 snake this year. Finally lost my first snake this year. Out of, I don't know how many fucking like 20 something clutches, and I finally lost my, you know, that happens no matter what. I don't give a fuck who you are. You're going to lose a snake. It's just, it's mother nature. But yeah, ball pythons, that's why I love them, man. There's, you know, for the most part, you're going to get what you're going to get. Like, you're good. Chondros, man, it's just, I don't know. I think my 3rd year, dude, I will tell you right now, I think 2021 is my year with chondros. I think I got it.
Good.
So we'll see, bro. We'll see. But it's honestly something that it makes you work for it. It makes you respect it. Timing's everything. And that's what's up, bro. I mean, you can't fucking rush the chondros whatsoever. Like, not even a little bit. Like, you know what I mean? You could even buy one as an adult, but you want to give that shit like at least a year to settle in. There's just so many things with chondros, man. But I just love them, man. Like they're just something like I feel like nobody should be keeping these, but we have the privilege to own it because for whatever reason, you know what I mean? They're just, I don't know, they're nuts. Next level.
And you can't even really, you know, sex them until they're a certain age, right? It's really hard.
Yeah, you don't want to. Yeah,
it's really hard to.
They're not easy. Yeah, and you're gonna get bit unless you have help. You're gonna get bit. You know what I mean? So, because they don't like being that area right there is so fragile. Like they don't fucking like being messed around that area. I have homies that pop adults. I don't want to pop an adult chondro or any kind of chondro whatsoever. So I probe. Or you could go off the sheds. So I don't know if you know this, but if once a male chondro gets to, once a male chondro gets to a certain age, I want to say like around 2 years old, they'll shed off their hemipeds, and you'll see their shed with 2 little fucking dicks pretty much, and that right there is like your go that's a male and you're straight, and that you know what I mean. And then that's fine, you know. If you have to wait 2 years, why does it matter? That chondro's not gonna be ready to breed till fucking 3-4 years anyway.
So can you pop that chondro when it comes out the egg?
No.
You'll kill it. You gotta wait anyway.
Yeah, you'll kill that thing is so tiny. You could I could tell you right now, nobody, from what I understand, nobody could say they popped a fucking neonate chondro out of the egg and it's still alive. I mean, please raise your hand in the comments if that's something you know someone's done. But from what I understand, that's never. No, you can't. It's impossible. They're so tiny, bro. I'm talking about this when they're perched. They're the size of a quarter. It is nuts. Yeah. I'm talking about tiny. Like it's kind of it gives me a heart attack at first because it's like, how do you eat? How the fuck am I gonna feed you? What do you eat? That's what I want to know.
You drink milk? Shit.
But you know, after talking, you know, I have another podcast called Unfiltered Reptiles Podcast, and like that's kind of more like we get a lot more people that are like working with diverse like fucking monitors and all sort, like all over the scale. Vet doctors come on the show, and we had Ryan Young who came on the show, and he works with a bunch of different species. And I talked to him after the show, and I was just curious. I was like, dude, honestly, what does a baby chondro eat that makes it thrive to adulthood in the wild? And he says that they eat the little tiny lizards, the little tiny geckos, little fucking tiny ass little lizards. So there's actually lizards that are born tinier than the chondros, and the chondros eat the lizards. So that's how, just so you guys know, that's how chondros make it out there.
That's how they get started, off that baby lizards.
But I can tell you right now, bro, not too many of them make it. I can tell you that right now in the wild, which is another good thing.
Is there comments happening now that I can see if I hit this chat button down there?
No, I mean, let's see. I think you could. Yeah,
how can I see the comments?
You can see it. Hold on. I think you can hit the comment. You should be able to see the comment. Is there a comment?
button right there that says chat. If I hit that chat, I'm good.
Yeah, hit that. Let's see. We'll go through some comments right now.
Okay, yeah. Okay. So I hit comments. Wow.
You see everyone? Yeah, people.
I see people. Well, people are talking shit, huh?
No one's.
Josh Jensen, fuck that guy.
Nobody talks shit here, bro. They get blasted.
This guy said, "Fuck that guy."
514 Reptiles, Khalil, that's my boy. He's always up in the building. Canada in the house. He has some really nice shit. Who else we got? The homie Del Richards. You know the homie Del Richards? What do you know about constricted reptiles? Let's talk about that.
I drew that black snake.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, nigga.
You drew that logo?
Well, he took a picture of a black snake. You know, his GHM Mojave was all sideways. He said, I want this to be my logo. And then I took his little image and traced it and put the effects on it and used the live tracing with different opacity levels, several different layers of opacity levels. I drew the little cream colored thing and did the outline and put the drop shadow on it and put the constricted in there and said, there you go, Dale.
Damn.
Dale lives up the street. I've known Dale for at least 7 years now.
Dale's sick, bro. He's somebody also who is kind of like he's like you in a way. Like he doesn't fucking put himself out there on social media like story wise and shit, but he just posts his sick ass heat.
He's crushing that Instagram though.
He is. He's smashing
hit that 20K follower.
Yeah, no, for real, Dale. You're smashing it, dog. Keep it up.
He's been working.
Dale's the homie, bro.
Yeah, Dale's a personal friend of mine. I see him, I used to buy rats on him. I used to see him every week. So yeah, I know Dale.
So wait, Dale used to buy rats off Dale? Dale's the
I used to buy rats off Dale, yes.
All right. You feed frozen thought or live now, currently? I
feed live, and I'm really, really, really thinking about this frozen thought thing.
Okay, who would you go to for frozen thought? Let's just before we move forward. Do you have anybody in mind? Because I could take care of you on that. I have a coupon.
Oh, of course you do. Of course you do. So,
and a coupon for the freshest and bestest $30 flat rate shipping to your doorstep, and they have everything you need. Anyways, let's continue.
If I was going to buy frozen rodents, obviously there's no other choice than Cold-Blooded Cafe.
Woo! I love that. Desiree's going to love that.
Desiree's going
to love that.
I really didn't notice how often these rats bite these snakes until I ended up having so many albinos and having so many adults and so many experiences. Yep. I have 3 snakes right now with a black mark on their bottom lip.
Yep.
From a rat bite. And I have 1 with an infection.
Yep.
From a rat bite.
Yep.
So we're talking about useless, this shouldn't be happening.
No, it shouldn't, because you could prevent it. You could easily prevent it. Yeah.
When the snake is darting out the tub to get the rat, it will eat frozen thought.
It will. That's the first sign.
That's my belief.
Yep. That's why it's like, bro, like, man, that's knowing your snake. That's knowing your snake, Josh. Plain and simple.
I need to switch. I'm really thinking about switching over. I don't know how hard it is to thaw out 200 rats. I don't know.
I have a method. I got you, bro. I got the method. Don't even try.
All right. Well, I'm gonna. If you could tell me now, or I can call you later. Because after the shit I've seen in 2020, feeding these lives, I'm damn near ready to go to this frozen thawed, whatever the fuck I got to do to make sure nobody gets bit like this anymore.
So I'll repeat a story that I've told before. 2 years, last year. So yeah, 2019, the fucking clutch of my dreams, the clutch I got came from my GHI leopard that I got, this female, who I didn't think was gonna lay because she got a fucking infection. So check this out. I fed her a medium-sized rat. And then, like you said, she was a dark ass snake. I didn't see anything. I didn't see fucking nothing after she fed. Next thing you know, I see these bubbles. I see these fucking like bubbles arising on her back. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? She looks miserable. She has it by her head. She has it by her fucking, and I can guarantee those are gash marks. Like, I guarantee the fucking rat went to town on her. And she killed it. She ate it, but she got fucked up. Rats are disgusting. Rats are nasty. They could they're just nasty, bro. Their teeth will infect. Either way, I was so upset. I fucking iodine, gave her a soak. I fucking healed her up. She shed it off. And then she fucking laid me a beautiful 8 clutch. That's where I got my super GHI Mojave hypo. Well, it's possible to. Yeah. So fucking anyways, bro, I love this snake. And but unfortunate that could have not happened if this fucking snake like could have died from the infection, or it just right there. I'm like, dude, this could be prevented. This is stupid. Like, what the fuck? Like, she smashes meals. I don't need to do live. Like, yeah, it's quicker, but I have under 200 snakes. I could easily just fucking, it's going to take time, but who gives a fuck? It's better.
Yeah, you can do it.
Yeah, it's better than going to the vet.
Or the feeding is the quickest part of everything. Throwing live rats in doesn't take that long. You can feed 150, 200 snakes in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
But I mean, you can change that into an hour and save a whole lot of hardship.
It just, if you can go that route, it's the best route to go. I mean, not to knock down live, and people do live, but just prepare what you have to pay for. You know what I mean? There's consequences for going the easier route, is what I'm trying to say. And that goes with anything in life, bro. Anything you do easier, there's something bad that could come with it. I feel like that's why. You feel me? Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, I know for a fact that's correct.
So, cold-blooded cafe is the fucking way to go. Let me kind of explain to you what my frozen thawed method is, because I've had other people hit me up, and it's not fucking rocket science. So, how warm's your room? Your room's about 80, or what's the ambient heating in your room?
Well, I'm in Florida, baby. It's hot as hell in here.
Perfect.
Look,
So
we're always looking until January or December hits. We're gonna be in the 80s. Once January, February, March comes around, this room might drop down to the 68, the 72, maybe. This building is insulated, so it's different than other like garages I've been in or rooms, but you can change everything by opening a window,
right,
or opening a door.
That's how mine works. But I keep my room no matter what. My ambient will never go lower than 78. Okay, so let's just say even if your room's at 78 or higher, you got a workbench or whatever. I just put paper down, and I put every fucking rat that I want to thaw out in a row. Okay, so if you're doing 200, get a fucking workbench, lay out all fucking rats out. 24 hours later, not even 24 hours later. Let's say if you do that at night, the very next day you go in. You're going to fucking walk in and you're going to flip at every rat on its other side. Where the hell do you go? I was looking down. Where'd you go?
I'm outside taking a piss. I can hear and see
everything. You can hear me? Okay.
Of course. I'm right there. You're just looking at Florida dark sky right now as I urinate on the side of my snake building. Everything is.
I don't want to hear raindrops. I don't want to hear raindrops of you pissing. It's going to fuck up my whole entire concentration. Do you want
to? We're doing it now.
All right, do it. All right. So anyways, where was I? Okay, yeah. So night before, day before, whatever the fuck, 24 hours. I could sometimes go 24 hours, but you lay out all the rats, frozen on one side. Next day you go into your room, simply flip them over on the other side. If you have like a heat, like, okay, if your snake, for instance, the best thing to do if you're offering, especially if you're offering a snake a frozen meal for the first time, is you definitely want to get it warm. Like, you want that thing to be fucking not hot, but you want it to be fucking you want the heat senses to be going through, right? So I have heat tape, or I'm fucking pretty trappy, and I use my dryer because I don't have that many fucking, You know, I'll just, you know, I'm always there's always dirty clothes and shit. So I'm always cleaning something. So I'll fucking lay the first round of like 50 rats on my dryer. I'll put the dryer on for about like, you know, until the whole fucking cycle's done. And then right then and there, boom, boom, I fucking, you know, I hand it off. But you know,
hold on. Are you saying putting the rats in the dryer?
Not in the dryer, on top of the dryer. On top. You know, like, you know,
there you go.
For my dryer, I have like the old school fucking white, you know, like it's like a fucking trap dryer. I don't know. But it has the, you know, you can lay it on top and it gets warm. It's not even that warm, bro. It just gives it enough warmth to where it goes through the body. And I don't have any issues feeding any of my snakes. All my snakes smash.
Yeah.
And I don't like, my snakes won't eat a fucking wet, soaky piece of shit rat. And a lot of people like to soak their animals to thaw them out. Good luck with that. That's where people go wrong, I feel like. Because how the hell do you expect a snake to go from live to eating a wet fucking condom fucking type fucking rat? Disgusting, just fucking drenching and just like nasty. I don't know. Chondros are different. They'll fucking savagely eat, and it's good for hydration. But to a fucking ball python or any other thing, you're soaking that shit in fucking death water. I don't know.
Yeah, I can already tell that 95% of my ball pythons are not gonna have a problem switching over, because they're flying out the tub, biting the tub, biting the tongs, biting you. They're biting the air. They're gonna bite anything.
Dude, don't be afraid to like kind of beat the shit out of them with it too, because that kind of works too. Not, I mean, like obviously not, but like putting it in their face. Yeah, and also, Josh, and this has happened before. I had ones that didn't take the first go, and then literally like I waited 30 minutes and offered again, and they took. Just so you know.
That's good information.
That's good. Just so you know, I've had that happen. Yeah. Okay, so I give them. It's like a reset, and then I've even waited, and then even like the following week, they it's something snaps. So if they don't go the first time around, or even 30 minutes, offer again. I'm telling you right now, it like some of them just take a while to click in, or some of them just have to get hungry enough where they're like, "Fuck it, I'll take it." But they will, bro. I'm telling you right now, you're gonna be good, especially with that cold-blooded cafe. That shit's fucking, bro. I seen the way they raise their rats. I went to their whole entire facility, and it's legit, bro. The way they pack it, the quality. I'm just saying, I'm proud to have them as a sponsor and to even know them. And you know, I'm telling you, bro, they're on the takeover. Cold-blooded cafe is where it's up.
Cold-blooded cafe is Forrest's company, right? Yes,
sir. Rest in peace, Forrest Fanning. It was his and Desiree. So him and his wife Desiree are the ones who started it. She foresaw and still does all the operations. She's fucking did all the fucking, you know, technical side of shit, and Forrest is fucking bought animals. He was a 14-year-old kid with no fucking credit, with no spending limit on a credit card. He was nuts.
Yeah. So how do these things arrive? They arrive with like dry ice or
yeah.
Well, how do they arrive?
So they come in. I usually get like each box is 50 pounds. Like that's the limit or something like that, or how they fill it up. So they come in packed as fuck, perfectly packed with dry ice, and there's dry ice in there. And if you order by Monday, so you're in Florida, right? So if you order Monday, you'll get it by Wednesday, no later Thursday.
What's their shortage like?
What do you mean shortage?
Boom.
What do you mean shortage? They don't have shortages.
Sold.
Yeah.
Sold.
Bro,
Sold.
You want to hear a story real quick?
Sold.
You want to hear a
You're
story?
telling me they don't fuck around in October talking about we ain't got none?
Bro, I'm telling you right now, you don't have to worry about it. Check this out. One of the biggest things that's fucking demand right now, and prices are going up on a lot of other fucking rodent pages, is the mediums. People want mediums. Everybody wants mediums right now, bro. Right? People can fucking back me up in the comments. Everybody wants mediums. A lot of people are sold out of mediums. There was a guy at Arlington show who was hammered as fuck, knew that Desiree and Steven were Cold-Blooded Cafe, and literally were in their ears saying, "Yo, can you give me mediums? I need mediums. I got cash." Like flaunting cash. He had cash in his hand, right? And like, what are they gonna do? Fucking give you mediums and fucking whip them out and whatnot? So they're literally like, we take it, we leave the show and we walk into the bar and we all sit down, and he sit down with us, and he's still talking about how he needs mediums. So I'm like, "Bro, when do you need these mediums by?" He's like, "I need them by Friday." And it was like a Sunday or something, Saturday or something. So I was like, "Let me see your phone." So I grabbed his fucking phone, went to the website. I was like, how many mediums do you need? He's like, I need like fucking, I need like $600 worth. I'm like, fuck, my bad. I was like, $600 worth? I was like, perfect. I did the math on like basically how, I don't know how many rats that is. It was a shit ton of rats. And he had the PayPal pay right there. I was like, here, bro, handle that. Boom, bro. He got his rats by Friday. It's that easy, is all I'm trying to say.
And you can pay with PayPal.
He paid with PayPal, fucking anything, bro. It's really simple. Super player. That's why I love it, bro.
So, yeah, I'm going to be placing my first order on Monday with Cold Blooded Cafe.
I would do it sooner. I would do, if you can do it sooner. Monday's a cutoff. Monday's a cutoff.
What day is today? Thursday.
Today's Thursday.
I ordered my rats today. I ordered 150 medium rats, 200 small rats.
From who?
I forgot the mice. But you know what they told me? They got 20 medium rats. I ordered 150 medium rats.
Let's rewind. Oh, you're not going to put their name out there, but this is a different company.
Well, yeah, this is a different company who feeds live in Central Florida.
Okay, got it.
Or
okay.
They're from Florida and they drive all around. There's several companies. Bro, if you could move to Florida and produce 1 million rats, you would be a millionaire at this point. Because every time this year, nobody has rats.
Yeah.
Nobody. Now, maybe the same company I'm purchasing from, they do offer frozen. I don't know what they have stocked up, but I'm the guy who never gives a fuck. I'm going to order from Cold Blooded because it's cold blooded.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm all, like I said before, what am I going to do? I'm not going to buy the $10 hammer. I'm going to buy the $40 hammer. Same thing goes with, I'm not going to buy the rats from the people that ain't giving me rats. I'm going to buy rats from mjexoticscartal boy.
Yeah, there you go.
There's like loyalty and like respect and things that have to do with even rodent sales.
100%. No cap.
I'm placing my first order with them. I'm gonna, like, if I need 100, I'm gonna order set. What do you think? What do you think I should do? I got 150 snakes that need to eat medium rats.
150.
How many medium rats did I order frozen?
I would do. Okay, let's do.
They're crushing it right now. They're ready to breed. They're stocking weight. They're crushing it.
Get at least 2 rounds in. So do 300.
And then keep them frozen. I didn't even think I got to buy a freezer now.
Yeah, you definitely need a freezer. That's gonna help. You don't want those things in your fridge or anywhere else. You want those things.
I've never thought about this. I'm just thinking, get the thing, dump it out, thaw them out. I've never even. The last time I fed a frozen thought, I had 3 snakes.
Yeah, it's honestly at first you just gotta come up with your system, and the first system is getting a freezer. You're definitely gonna want to get a freezer, and then you'll figure out if your snakes all take. Then you could just make it a cycle thing where it fucking, like, obviously they're all, exactly how many to get. I think 300 is a good start because if they smash right then and there, you can place an order and you have another round to go right after that. That's the way I look at things.
So they're cheaper, right?
What do you mean cheap? Yeah, the
frozen ones are cheaper than the live ones, right?
From what I've seen, yeah, not cheaper.
Not that I give a fuck, but I feel like it's the better route to go when you have 7 or 8, 9 snakes that have a fucking, they're bit on the neck, they're bit on the mouth.
It's too much.
When you start breeding candinos and albinos, you really start to see what's going on here.
Yeah, and exactly when those markings show up, or like in my case, when the fucing blisters fucking pop up, and you're like,
yeah, no, we have that too. Yeah, I've had that too. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like it, man. It sucked. And I also had this fucking really nice Pastavi GHI Highway, which was the world's first that Miguel produced from Always Evolving Pythons. And he got fucking bit. And dude, you could see everything, all these red marks. Like, bro, you could see everything on this snake. And I was like, it was like, damn, fucking did it again, bro. So basically, I had to go through that twice. The second time, no infection, thank God. It looked bad though. It was all marked up. So
yeah, like I have one snake that looks like that. It was a banana pastel pinstripe acid, and I've never seen that happen before because all the rats I get are fat and fed, and they're not trying to eat any snakes. But this one time I threw this one rat in, within 30 minutes, he chewed the fuck out of that snake.
Yeah.
Like, because what happens to me is Friday, I get rats. Friday, I throw all the rats in. Friday, I go through all the tubs and remove all the live rats. Nobody has a rat overnight. Unless it's a dead rat or something like really small with a tiny pinky or hop or a harmless rat. I will never leave a regular sized rat or mouse overnight. It just doesn't happen. And that motherfucker chewed that motherfucker within 30, 40 minutes. Big fat rat too, not starving. Why the fuck did he do it? I don't know.
Bro.
Frozen.
Dude.
Cold-blooded cafe. I can't wait.
That's where it's
I'm gonna place these orders. And I can't wait either. I'm ready for a change.
You're gonna, dude. It's like looking at your floor after you got done finishing it 100%. You're just gonna sit there like, wow, this was amazing. Like you're just gonna be so happy with the choices you made with that. I'm telling you right now.
I'm gonna be calling you for certain instructions on this whole thing, but we're gonna switch over this week. So if I gotta place my order Monday for it to be there Friday, it don't matter. I'll place an order tonight.
So, yeah, bro. We good. Josh, real quick, Josh, this has been an amazing fucking couple hours. You're the man. I do have hot seat questions to wrap up this shit, if that's okay with you. But before I do that, somebody had a question earlier on, and it's a good question. You know, I was going to wait to the very end, but before we get into hot seat questions, anyone who's just now up and coming, or not even up and coming, but getting into the hobby, what's your best advice for them, Josh?
I just hit the chat button. Let me tap out of it. My best advice for you is don't think this is going to be easy. Yeah. Don't think this is your motherfucking cash cow. I'm gonna buy this, do this, blah blah blah. It's always gonna take hard work. The most important thing is cleaning these animals and staying on top of them. And everyone else is just going to get filtered out for not giving a fuck.
Yep.
So you have to really look inside yourself and understand that you're going to be cleaning up after these animals for the rest of their life. They might live longer than you, depending on how old you are. So get your shit together. Figure out what the fuck you want to do. If you want to have 5 clutches a year and you want those clutches to be, you know, high-end clutches, that may be your best route. Because you might not be fit to spend 8-9 hours a day. I can tell you this. I got 150 snakes. I started cleaning last night right here on this one at 8 p.m. I was up for 36 hours cleaning that whole goddamn wall.
Yeah.
It took me 18 hours to clean those snakes. And it's not because I just looked at them and said they're clean. It was because I took every single one of them out, dumped it out to make sure there wasn't urates and shit hiding under the bedding. And then I scraped all that shit. I sprayed it with chlorhexidine and I let it sit for a set amount of time. And then while it was sitting, I got on my hands and knees and I scraped the top of the fucking enclosure. And that shit can take 5 minutes a tub. And when you look at a rack that has 40 tubs in it, you got 20 minutes, 30 minutes, that's an hour. That's an hour. That's an hour. We're looking at 3 hours and 20 minutes for one rack if you want to clean it. And if you think you can clean faster than me, get your ass over here. We'll have a motherfucking race. I'll tell you right now, none of this is easy. You either need money.
This fool's too hard.
Eugene. Don't let me discourage you. Do not let me discourage you. Just let me hit you with some reality. You better get your shit together. You better love these animals, and you better be ready to do what's right for the animals.
Fuck yeah.
That's my advice.
Super heavy. God damn it. I should have ended that after on the fucking hot seat questions. But the hot seat
and then maybe think about marketing or something like that after you're done with cleaning them. Then maybe draw a logo. Maybe get your shit together.
Yes.
Don't make a fancy logo and then paste it on type of a picture of an animal infested with feces and maggots. Do your shit, clean your shit, get your shit together. That's the best advice I can give you.
Be about your shit. Damn. Be about that shit. All right. Get your fucking
The hot seat is nothing. Go ahead.
hot seat. Hot seat is nothing. All right, we're gonna do this fucking legit the right way. Hot seat questions coming in fast and hot. Here we go. Frozen thought or live?
Live, about to be frozen thought.
Okay. So frozen thought. A cutter or no cut?
Fuck that shit. Grown ass man.
All
you
right. You said wait, what? So wait, A cutter or no cut? Say.
No cut.
All right, no cut. Big flexor or no flexor?
I'm flexing with this floor.
You flexing hard. You really are. Baseball or football?
I'm flexing. I'm gonna flex. I'm gonna flex.
Baseball or football?
Hockey.
All right, that's respectful. So you'd probably say more football than baseball, then, right?
I don't actually have any sport. If there was a sport I cared about, it would be mixed martial arts, and none of the motherfuckers are fighting me, so I don't have anything to do with them. I'm more concerned with why watch someone else live their dream when I got my own dream to live.
Whew, hard. Why party on someone else's boat when you got your own boat? You know what I mean? Hard. All right. Steak or fish?
Can anyone answer that?
You got to answer that. Nobody else. You got to answer
That's
that.
the hot seat.
That's you. Steak or fish? Let's go.
Goddamn fish.
All right. Tupac or Biggie? It's getting hot. It's getting hot in here. I'm actually sweating myself. I don't know if it's because I have a temperature. It could have
I
corona.
grew up a fucking screw up. Got introduced to the game. Got a snake and fucking blew up. Shipping snakes overnight. This
So-
breeder breeding balls could be the next Levance Wells, but he's white.
Damn, he's busting bars. Motherfucking bars. Those are bars. Oh my God, that was so hard. That was so
Hard toss up, man. Bone Thugs. Bone Thugs.
Well,
Can't do Biggie. Can't do Biggie. Can't do Tupac. They're two ultimate different universe.
But I'm just saying though, like that's an ultimate question that people ask. What would you pick, Tupac or Biggie? I'm just like,
Biggie, because Biggie has to be Biggie because he was more respectful and more.
He was more for Bone Thugs too. He rode with Bone Thugs pretty hard, bro. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
lie.
but he had to take a step back and rewrite that shit after they left the studio to come up to the level. But yeah. I mean, I love them both. I wish I could talk to them both, but I think Tupac brought more of a fucking artist type thing where he could just crush you. But I love Biggie more for his humbleness and just straight chilling.
Never died. Biggie didn't deserve to die. I mean, neither did Pac, but still, like he wasn't trying to be about that life. That's what sucks.
Yeah,
but
Biggie was the fucking boss, so it's Biggie.
I feel you, bro. It was all a dream. All right.
Exactly. It was all the dream. I used to read Reptiles magazine. It
All right.
was a dream. I used to
was.
read Reptiles magazine, and
Yeah,
it was all a dream.
It was all a dream. All right. So, okay. So, I mean, I'm just going to assume this one, but what, West Coast rap or East Coast rap?
God
One-
damn. I mean, I guess. As much as I love the Chronic and
Yeah.
man, I'm Midwest Bone Thug, so
It's
god
tough.
damn.
It's tough. It's not easy.
Yeah. The hot seat is hotter than I thought. I thought it was Reptile related.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, it's East Coast. It's East Coast. It has to be East Coast.
all right.
It's East Coast. It's East Coast. They got Wu-Tang. They got Nas. Dropping knowledge. Fuck it. Yeah. Fuck.
All
I
right.
don't care about these
Coast.
but East Coast.
East Coast, man. You got Rakim and she got a bunch of people on the East Coast. So I don't even blame you.
East Coast.
First thing to come to mind.
Deep.
First team to come to mind. First team to come to mind. Milk.
I don't drink it anymore.
Cocoa.
Block.
Stuck shed.
Humidity. Get your shit together.
Eggbound.
All of that. Get your shit together.
Instagram trolls.
The best comedy relief I've ever had.
Facts. All right, one has to go. Instagram or Facebook? Last one.
Facebook is done. Fuck Facebook. If what's his name, Elon Musk would just buy it and delete it, I would die of laughter.
Me too. Fuck Facebook. I hate Facebook. I mean, you know, Facebook. I will tell you, it did bring me.
But Instagram is owned by Facebook.
I know, but Instagram's just like, it's more fucking like, that's what's more progressive and helping people versus fucking Facebook is just fucking toxic. You know what I mean?
Instagram is what you need to like show a whole portfolio of beautiful shit. Facebook is where you go when you want to talk about Biden and Trump and laugh at people crying about nothing.
Right. Irrelevant shit. Bet. Big bet. Fucking Josh Jensen, ladies and gentlemen. J Royal Pythons. If you're not fucking following this guy, you're fucking.
Here's the hot seat. Who's coming to Daytona next year to take this from me?
Ooh, damn. How did somebody inquire something like? How did somebody get that? What do you mean? How you gotta just wrestle for it? Or how's that work?
No. You gotta bid the most money to USARK. You gotta come to the Daytona show. You gotta throw down at USARK. You get the staff.
Dude, Miguel. Where you at, Miguel? Go get that.
Miguel cannot come down to Orlando and steal my staff.
I think
Miguel cannot come to my state and with his money and take this staff from me. I challenge you, Miguel.
Oh my God, that's a challenge. Somebody please let
challenge you, Miguel.
Dude, bro,
Miguel, where you at? No, nobody comes to Daytona. None of these rich people come down to Daytona and play with us. Bums down here with our snakes.
Dude, listen, I've seen Miguel drop a few racks on some furry slippers, bro. I mean,
yeah, I know. I'm purposely taunting him. I know. He's coming to take the staff now, and that was my point. But yes. I'll throw some large wagers. Let's take the staff. Look, you carve your name in it. You do your thing. Let's give props to the people who have supported USARK. We got Ben Siegel. We got Sea Serpents. 15 and 16. Look, Bob Vu, your last guy who came here. He won it in 2019 and 2018. But who won it in 2020?
Bro, that's my goal. Maybe someday to cop that. I'm just not there yet because I can't even imagine fucking what you paid to get that. Jesus.
Yeah, you can. It's not that much. They've sold for a lot of money before. I think Bob Vu let me have it at a time when he was buying a new house and building a new building. Plus, you can't just take it 3 years in a row. What fun is that? So this was my year to shine.
Damn. Shout out to Bob Vu. I think I seen a picture of him having that in his panda suit. He's wearing like a panda suit or something like that. Those dudes are wild.
It's mine now, Bobby. It's just mine now, Bobby. Where you at?
That is sick. Hey, Josh, before we dip out, Josh, what do you have to say? You have a lot of supporters, man. A lot of people fucking supporting you in the comments. A lot of people think that you're fucking really onto some shit, which we all know after this interview for sure. But what do you got to say to all your supporters out there, bro?
Shit, man. It ain't got nothing to do with me, man. It's all about the snakes. You guys ain't got nothing to do with me. You don't know who I am until now. It's really all about the snakes. The snakes speak for themselves, and I thank everyone who has ever given a fuck about the acid gene or ever seen a potential or decided to invest or stuck up for it in any way. I've watched all of you. I sit on the toilet after cleaning for 14 hours and I see someone post a new acid combo and I think, fuck yes, everything I've been doing is worth it. Everybody's doing something with what I created, and I appreciate every goddamn motherfucker who's ever bought even a confusion or a static and presented it as such. I love all of them. I don't hate anyone, and I'm super grateful for what I've been blessed with or what I've worked for, however you look at it. I love all of you.
100%, man. That's what's up, bro. We appreciate that, Josh. And more importantly, I appreciate you fucking coming onto this show, man, and giving me your time of day. I know it wasn't easy because how busy you are on the other side, bro, but we did it.
The busy part was nowhere near as the terrifying part of it.
Hey, can we talk real quick?
I'm a bitch-ass motherfucker.
This fool was so scared for this episode.
Bro, listen.
Oh my god! I was like, dude, you're good, dog. Like, I'm glad it happened.
I was gonna do like some Drugs Inc. shit where like I'd be like this with my voice slowed down. You know what I'm saying? Like I've never done this. Even the one video where Dave from Muscle Serpents put me on YouTube, he came up, he was like, hey, you want to do a video about acid gene? I was like, yeah, I know we talked about it, but I only got one snake and I'm really not comfortable. And then right when I said comfortable, he was like, here we go, acid gene, Josh Jensen. So nobody knows anything about me. I've never done a video. I never will do a video. There will never be a video made by me with my face talking. The most you're gonna get is an edited film of snakes with music behind it.
Hey, but you will come back on for a round 2, right?
Definitely. And when I come back on for round 2, I'll show y'all a new gene nobody's even seen yet.
That's what I'm fucking talking about. Josh Jensen, Jay Royals in the motherfucking house. You the man, bro. You the man. You the man. We're gonna talk soon, okay? Have a good night, Josh. And yeah, we're gonna definitely have some conversations, man. Have a good night, all right?
All right, love you, brother. See you later. I'm gonna hit that X button. I'm gonna leave.
Peace out, dog. You're good. You're good. Check you later. Woo! Fuck, what a show. I'm not gonna lie, that was a fucking great show. Josh Jensen, man, cool motherfucker. Man, that was great. Shout out to everyone who tuned in tonight. It was super epic, like I knew it was. Josh Jensen is not someone to sleep on. This motherfucker got so much shit going on his end. Acid gene, I believe in it. That's for damn sure. And yeah, man, I appreciate everyone who tuned in. This was an amazing show, like I said, and get ready for next week. Next week, I got another heavy hitter. This ain't going to stop. It's not going to slow down. So yeah, all that good shit, man. And make sure, please, if you support the channel in any way, do your boy solid, hit the subscription button, give me a like, dislike, something, anything you like. If you want to support the channel further, man, join the Patreon page, man. I got a fucking sick-ass group. Brian Cusco's a part of the group. I got this fucking sick-ass shit going on. Almost every Sunday, we're going to be having some fucking meetings. I'll be bringing special guests to the table. Be doing, some giveaways and whatnot, which is going to be coming here pretty soon. And yeah, man, that's it, man. All I got to say is you guys are amazing. Next week's going to be amazing. It's going to keep getting amazing. And you guys better have an amazing night. Thanks for tapping in with me. And I'll check you guys later on the next Trap Talk with MJ.